and 2 big dogs, and then 2 puppies. So the young or the bigger dogs are, you know, they're patient with.
Probably even a little faster.
Here we are, we're headed home, and these guys have turned it up a notch, and that is because they know the finish line is in sight. And that's really a winning strategy. On the way out, I was holding them back a little bit, conserving energy, and that's what you want to do on a race, because as you approach the finish line, you want to be able to call on those reserves to pass teams in front of you and keep competitors behind you. It's a great strategy. These guys are executing it perfectly, and I'll tell you more about it when I get back.
The next place you'll see when that moment has arrived. What are you looking for?
Well, you know, it's not a specific day, really, that we put them in harness for the first time. We want to make sure that everything is ready for them to succeed, that they have all the skills they need. But physically, of course, they have to be big enough, strong enough, and fast enough. So when we see that, then we start looking for things that we've been teaching them. In other words, are they listening for my voice, and are they following those lead dogs? But the final thing we look for is something that comes from the inside. It's the instinct to pull. And that means the joy and desire they have to run as part of a team pulling a sled. And when we see that happen, all that comes together as a recipe for them to succeed, so that's when we hitch them up. But if we didn't have great lead dogs like we have out in front today, if we only hitched up puppies, it would be like first grade class without a teacher. It would be total pandemonium. That energy would go every way except perhaps straight forward. So we've got to have great leaders out, and then it doesn't really matter how many pups we put in, we're going to safely make it around the trail. But as you notice, as we add dogs in this team, we're adding power, a lot of power. So I modified this four-wheeler that we use in the summer instead of the sled, because of course there's no snow. I modified it in a couple of ways. Number one, I've removed the engine. You can see my hand through there. There's nothing that helps us go forward except dogs. Number two, I've reinforced these brakes because I have to be able to stop out on the trail if I need to get something done. But the final thing is, when you're hitching up, you have to have the whole sled and whole team tied off because they're so powerful, we can head out the starting line when we didn't want to. So as soon as we get that last one in line, I'm going to take off, go for a little run around the lake. You'll be able to see me over there, and I'll give you a call and let you know how the whole thing goes.
It's just tragic they're not excited about this, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.
Look at this now. As soon as he says it's time to go, though, everybody leans in, they start picking up speed. David holds on for dear life, and they're gone. But keep looking to the left now. Don't pull your head, because you're going to see them again coming from the right to the left behind the dog pen, right in between the two cabins.
Okay, here you go.
Use those if you need to. Here we go. Almost there.
Oh.
Look at the rest of them in the pen freaking out. Hey, go on, girl. But don't worry, every dog exercises every day here at Trailbreaker. That's why they're so healthy and why they live so long. Granite lived to be 17 and a half, and he ran over 41,000 miles. Just to go and he here to teach him to walk. Let's see if that works today.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And nicely done, Dave Watson. Good run.
Well, thank you very much. And it's really these guys that deserve the praise because they're the ones that do all the hard work. So as you can see, after every run, every dog gets a pat on the head. And then, of course, just like us, after work, everybody loves to play.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get out of morning gym class and into the pool. That's right.
That's right.
Oh.
Well, David, as we get to watch them enjoy their time, I would imagine there are going to be more than a few questions about the dog, about you mushers, and how all of this comes together. So I hope you're going to maybe join us at the village on this foggy day. Is that the plan?
Absolutely. I'm coming down. I really love this part of the day. I'm going to be able to hopefully answer some questions for you. I'll be in a cabin very close to where the riverboat lands. It's called the post office. It's got a flag out in front, but also it's got a beautiful bronze statue of our great lead dog, Grim.
So we are going to be taking a quick left up here after the bridge, so hold on. Off, girls. Yep, good. They're on off. Good. So that is a bear cache. Now, if I lived in the wild bush of Alaska, I would use that to store my food. So the bears can't get me. You experience lead dogs and 2 big dogs and then 2 puppies. So the young or the bigger dogs are, you know, they're patient with.
看妈妈蝴蝶。哪里蝴蝶在哪？哦，夹在了。好怕摔下去。
Here we go. Come on.